Probably scoot down to where before camp. That would be something like that.
Alright, Shalom. This is GMS Shield of Faith. Before we start, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Akam.
double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who do real well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad. And with that, come with you the lesson of brotherly love. And I'll say again, that's what we need in this truth, man. You know, being a brother, you know, being able to if a brother's down, you know, you build them up, man. And you build them up with these scriptures, man. We got to build. Hey, scriptures talk about iron sharpeneth iron, man. You know, we're here to build ourselves build ourselves to be what? To be good in that day, man. Men of the Lord, man. A true man of the Lord is gonna help that brother out, man. You know, and scriptures talk about charity, man. You know, look at Yahushua. You know, the fact that he was so for the disciples that he gave them the secrets and gave the broke it down to them and gave the people the parables, man. And again, the fact that the Lord also another thing too is he called us friends. You know, the fact that again what I was getting into as far as telling them parables and then breaking it down to the disciples, man. We have to be good brothers in this truth, man. You know.
Yeah, we think about Yahushua. He was made a little lower than the angels, and he gave his life for his friends. You know. So Yahushua ultimately, you know, fulfilled prophecy, man. And he was a true definition of a brotherhood, you know, a brotherly. You know, so we always use our Lord, our big brother, you know, Yahushua as an example, man, of how we should be. You know, that's why the scriptures say put on the elect. You know, the elect is going to be putting on that image of Yahushua, that body, that behavior, that attitude, you know.
Right, yeah, because even in this life, you know, being in this flesh, I have questions concerning, all right, when do I do this, when do I do that? But Yahushua gave the perfect example of when to, you know, when to do this. Okay, why, you know, why, like for example, King David, you know, when he ate the shewbread, when which really was only for the for the Levites, you know, but I forgot exactly why he did it. But pretty much, you know, the thing I'm getting at is that through Yahushua we have perfect understanding. You know, when and why. I got some. It's Matthew 22, verse 37. Yahushua said unto him, it says 36, Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Yahushua said unto them, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
And your neighbor is one of like-minded. you know, that believes in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Like we always say here in Great Millstone, we have a true brotherhood, man. And we do. You know, among the brothers, some brothers you meet from a different state, it's like we already known each other. And brothers show that hospitality, and brothers are loving, man. You know, helpful and all that, man. And you just give in return. That's a true brotherhood. Brothers just mentioning in the world, you may have your friends, your boys, but ain't nothing like the brotherhood, man. Because in the world, your friends will backstab you, pop your girl, your homie. You know, your same dude you grew up with in the sandbox. You know, he popping your lady, man. You know, or trespassing against you in a way where you want to kill this dude, man. But brothers, see, we bound by the law of Yahweh Shai and the structure. And let me say the fear. You know, brothers fear Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You know?
Like Chris said, because brother just said that Romans chapter 13, starting at verse 8. Owe no man anything but to love one another, for he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law. For this, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not kill, murder, you know, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not covet. And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. And you know what? You love your brother, you're not going to do those things.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and that's also a cut on Christianity, because there is, you either keep the law or you don't. There ain't no getting around it. You know what I mean? But if you love your brother, you know, you're not gonna you're not gonna commit adultery. You know, you're not gonna steal from him. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, you gotta look out for the brother. Right? We want to be a crutch to each other. You know, a brother in need, brother will call you, whatever it is. If it's some spiritual advice, you know, if brothers, you know, need some uplifting. Brother might be down because he's going through things. You know, through Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, we have true brotherhood, man. So brotherly love is necessary. You know, you a nigga if you're doing that. Like, you know, we just recently had examples that the Lord just willed about the body. You know, a guy, you know, taking bread from brothers like that and charging brothers, you know, charging this brother for a garment and charging this brother more for a garment. You charging this brother $60 and you charge this brother $150. That shit off, man. And Yahweh Shai sees all that, man. I think it's a scripture in the Apocrypha. The Lord said he loved the unity of brethren. You know?
brother's good at that reading scripture. We'll just read through this. 1 John chapter 3, starting at verse 14. It says, 13. It says, "Marvel not, my brethren, if the world hate you. We know that we have passed from death unto life, because we love the brethren. He that loveth not his brother abideth in death. Whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer, and ye know that no murderer hath eternal life abiding in him. Hereby perceive we the love of the Most High, because he laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for the brethren. But whoso hath this world's good, and seeth his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth the love of the Most High in him? My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and truth."
You know why that's deep? Because when you gain a friend, you gain a brother. And you go through things. To get a brother, a friend, he has to be tried. You know a brother is your brother or a friend, right? Because of the things you went through. Not anybody could just come up to you and just because they say they believe is a brother. Scripture say not every brother is a brother. You know, he has to be tried. So when you got a brother that's been there for many years and, you know, ups and downs and merry-go-rounds, and you hate that brother for some reason, man, look, that's murder, man. You know, why would you break a brotherhood like that? Because it can't be really replaced. Friendships can't be replaced. You know, because when you build a bond with a brother, you know, a friend, it's like, you know, it's like, who else could you build this bond with? It's not easy to build a bond like that with a righteous man of the Lord, man. The righteous men of the Lord are scarce. They scattered. You know, just to be a part. Like, you got certain guys that came across, you know, like certain guys that came and wanted to learn. I remember me and this brother years ago, me and a brother Kahan years ago, you had certain men that would, you know, want to be a part of this truth, and they'll mention things like, man, yo, y'all like twins, yo, all y'all on the same page, that's dope. You know, dudes used to compliment us because of the chemistry brothers had. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, brothers used to be like, damn, I want to be a part of that. Like, y'all real. Like, dudes, I'm talking about hood niggas, man. There's some back in the day when, you know, we was in our other camp, you know, and meeting guys all over North, you know, hood niggas and gang bangers or whatever. And they would see the chemistry with brothers, and it's like, dang, I want to be a part of that. Just by the chemistry brothers had, you know.
It shows you how we different, because remember, you know, you had the dude that we, you know, he had got, well, he was really an affiliate. Well, no, was he? That dude, the nigga that was stealing from brothers. He was a GMS hood.
No, he was GMS.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he got. Remember, prior to you had the shit from IUIC, when the dude was the other dude's girl. Remember what I'm saying? The dude,
Yeah.
Remember that shit?
Yeah,
And then they
yeah.
was reading it, all the texts,
Oh,
all the,
yeah,
all that wickedness.
Yeah, oh, man.
You know, but brothers, he shunned that, man. Whereas the guy over there, Nate, he's like, oh, I like this kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know?
He said, I'm nasty. I like this shit. What type of leader is that, man? You're supposed to be rebuking. It's supposed to be all steeriness going on. That everybody in that room's supposed to be afraid to smile and laugh, man, when you got shit like that going on, man. It's like, you know, that shit remind me, yeah, that shit crazy. Ain't no way in hell you gonna say some shit like that. That whole room shouldn't even crack a smile, man, because of what have happened in their camp, man. A man committed adultery like that, man. Yeah.
Brothers did lessons, ain't not one brother thought that shit was a joke, man.
Right.
You know, like we just, you know, brothers, a dude just got kicked for some bullshit like that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Not like that, but just basically using and abusing the brotherhood, man.
Right.
We don't do that. But I got something. This is Sirach 6:16. A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find it.
Medicine of life, man. You can't find these men. The Lord had linked brothers together. We would have never known each other if it wasn't for the Lord, man. We wouldn't know the apostles and the elders and the bishops if it wasn't for the Lord. You know, like, what's the odds of us crossing paths? Some of us brothers' age is different.
Yeah.
Our ages is different, man. You know, some brothers are young, some brothers are a little older.
That's a lot.
Collide.
Yeah. Now I was gonna say that's the spirit, because even me growing up, you know, I don't have any older brothers in the flesh, but I always wish that, like, man, I wish I had older brothers, man. And then pretty much how I met these brothers right out of high school. You know, a lot of these brothers, you know, they older than me, man. So it's
Right.
beautiful to, you know, be able to find that in the spirit.
Right. I got some. This is 1 Corinthians 8:1. Now, as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth. You know, knowledge can puff you up. You gotta know the scriptures, know the breakdowns, but without charity, right? Charity edifies, because you're coming to someone's aid. You're giving them what they need through the Spirit, man. You know, it's better to edify than to just be puffed up with knowledge and professing that, you know, letting the world know you know these things. You know, fuck that vainglory shit, man. You know?
Listen, man, when you help a brother out and stuff like that, I don't think that brother gonna forget it. You know what I mean? You know, not to make it about women or nothing, but women in the world, you know, they, you know, talk about how they don't even want to be friends with women and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, so they already cool. But like men have, like, you know, that type of like brotherhood, you know, that like brotherly love.
That bond, yeah.
Exactly. Like, you know, if you want to help me when I'm down and out, 'cause that's what real, you know, brotherly love is. You know, when you help a brother when he's down and out, you there for him, oh, he gonna remember that for the rest of his life.
Hey, you'll be surprised how some of these Israelite women, and I'm gonna say starting with the head tribe of Judah, the so-called black woman, is very hateful against men having that bond with their friends, man. They hate that shit. You know, a lot of these women hate that bond. They see it. And I'm just talking about in the world, the woman in the world, man, and the man in the world, because he got a bond with his buddies. She despises it. She tries to break that up. She wants him for herself. She's afraid. She starts, you know, accusing him of cheating and, you know, so-called cheating, and I don't like your friend because he's loud and obnoxious, you know, obnoxious, whatever how you say the word, and you know, I don't like you being around him because he flirt a lot, you know, and they really just hate that bond because they see something special you got there. When women don't have a bond with other women, when they should, Women don't have no sisterhood. You know, it's more like jealousy that breaks them apart. Everybody jealous. You know.
They want to call you gay and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, y'all gay with y'all. You hang with your guys more than your girl. You gay. You know.
Yeah, somebody told me that in the world. Oh, he really didn't understand why brothers don't bring their woman around. I'm like, nah, we ain't on it like that.
Right.
That you know, that breeds adultery. Like, yeah, I understand that, but really, I hang around women. Like,
Right.
Goddamn.
Hey, women being in the equation messes up the whole situation, because being in the world, in my experience, being in the world, my homeboys, whenever a female came around our circle, you watched all the dudes change up. He trying to act cute. He trying to act like he tough. You know, niggas putting on characters because they trying to impress that chick, so she could give it liking to them, you know, so they could, you know, tap their heads, you know. And that's how, and then you seen this, and then your homeboy be like, look at this nigga showing off and shit. Corny ass, nigga showing off. Stop showing off and then you try to pull your dude card in front of her and shit and embarrass him, you know. So if we, now you good, if we learned that in the world, how much more in this truth, man? You know, a woman should keep silence in the church, as Apostle Paul said, or better yet, learn from your husband at home. You know.
Because at the end of the day, this is a family, man. I remember, you know, this brother, you know, Charitable, you know, helped me out as far as the, you know, I needed money for gas and stuff like that. You know, always asking me if I wanted to come along. It made me feel good, you know, because this is a family. This is Matthew chapter 12. You know, start at verse 46. It says, while he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brother stood without. It says, desiring to speak with him. Then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. But he answered and said unto him, and said unto him that told him, who is my mother? Who is my brethren? Or who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother and my sister and my mother. So this is a family, man. You know, this is who's really all in all. Who knows your worldly family, your family out there? Who knows what type of time they're gonna be on in these last days, man? Right. You know, and you would rather trust brothers, you know, that's of this truth. To back you up when it comes down to it, man.
Yeah, take it back to 2020.
Oh yeah.
Look how your family members acted, and then look how brothers acted.
Exactly.
Brothers were still normal. Brothers still, you know, man, fuck this stupid shit, man. You know, because we understood. And then your family bugging the fuck out.
Like they kick you out.
Can't come to this house. Just leave it on the front porch. I'll pick it up. They don't want you in the house because they thinking you bringing in some damn germ.
Right.
Shit crazy, man.
Yeah. Wash your hands.
I put your mail on the front porch. Just get it from there. Damn, I'm trying to say hello. And in our reality, shit, we had the attitude, you know what? Let me stay away from your bug out ass.
Right.
You know?
And I can say we live in the times where it's best to stay distant from family. Get that love from a distance. Because it's crazy. Because at the end of the day, they're not in like-minded with you. So, you know, scriptures talk about not being unequally yoked together with unbelievers. You know, because then they're gonna just end up judging you and try to come after you. So yeah.
Hey, the truth is so serious, man. Even the Lord said, they of his own household shall hate you. Your foes shall be of your own household. And we also taught too by the Lord. Remember Judas selling out Yahushua? So we know that you're gonna have certain men that you consider a friend to actually trade on you. So what type of mindset should you have in this truth? Being serious minded, being sincere, you know, fearing Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, keeping the faith, and doing what you can do on your behalf, and serving the Lord, so hope that the Lord accepts your sacrifice, man. Because at the end of the day, you don't control nothing. You know, You just hope that the Lord defend you in that day. You know? So that's how real this truth is, man. You know?
This is going into proving a friend. So it says, Ecclesiasticus, that's Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 7. It says, if thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and and be not hasty to credit him.
Right. And you know, see, you know, you got guys that you know, want to be a part of Great Millstone and you know, teach the same thing. All you gotta do is just teach, man. You know, we are part together through the spirit if you're not officially in the body. But when you are part of the body, every brother is tried. Every brother is you know, it has to be proven to be a friend. You know, so yeah, there is a little trial period. Because the Lord gave us wisdom. You know, you just don't, you know, just oh, he know he an Israelite. Because you got guys that'll walk past the camp and say Shalom, you know, and they feel like they should be treated a certain way because they know that they're Israelite. Well, cool, hey, we say Shalom back. That's love, peace, peace. But we ain't about to break bread with this guy. We ain't about to go get a drink with this guy. We ain't about to invite him back to our home. We don't know you. You know?
You got someone like a deeper note, you know, where Yahweh Shai, hey, you know, Yahweh Shai is proving us to be his friend, you know, so hey, we gotta, it's only right, you know, proving other men, you know, in this walk and stuff like that. Read this real quick. St. John 15:12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you. So we're obedient, we're friendly how we shot, but see, that's the thing. You know, the scripture the brother read, you know, is proving a friend. And the Lord sees everything. So the Lord looking, okay, so if you're obedient, you're his friend. You know, that's how you know we elect and get on that chariot. That's that's gonna be a family on that chariot.
Right, family reunion. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, think about like how we all represent Yahweh Shai, like how Yahweh Shai felt that bitterness, that loneliness. So, you know, you'd be happy to have somebody to share that with. Like they say, misery loves company, so to speak.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like in this world, bro, you know, brother, 7 days a week, you go through shit, you by yourself. So when you among the brother, that's like, you know, breath of fresh air.
Right.
That's why, you know, you gotta check yourself before you call a brother, you talk to a brother, being around brothers, because, you know, you want that, you want a better, you want the spirit of the world separate from the brother, you know?
Right.
I was gonna say too, this brother was talking about as far as you wanting to come to the camp or whatever, you have to work your way up. So I'm thinking of it as on a worldly term. If you just join a job, you're gonna start off what? Doing on the low. You know, you start, and then once you there for a little bit, you're gonna grow and grow. It's the same thing.
Well, it's like the mafia. You look at it, you got a guy that want to join, like they show you in the movies, how the mafia get down. Guy talking about he want to be down, and he got to put in some work, prove himself, and then the boss may still keep eyes on him because he don't know if he's a damn agent. You know, and he might send him on a mission, see how he acts, and then, you know, the guy got to act. He got to act out of character, or let's say he got to act a certain way to get the approval. I'm just saying that's some carnal stuff, but still, even men in the world try guys. Like they say you were locked up. You know, they try you in jail. They press against you, see how you defend yourself, how you deal with a situation, and then when you deal with a situation that they understand and is liking, they be like, ah, he good. You know, then when the new guys come in, they do the same operation on them. So like, you know, among men, you just don't walk up and just say, hey, you know, I'm a party, y'all.
Especially these times is different. You can't just come and talk to somebody because you don't really have to.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotta be tried, man.
Finish this up. It's verse 8. It says, for some men is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble. Right? That's another thing, man. You know, when shit hits the fan, are they really gonna be there?
Right.
You know, are they really gonna help you out? You know, if even Yahweh Shai even said as far as I believe that's Mark the 8th chapter in like the last verse where it says as far as if you won't, basically long story short, as far as if you're not with me at my worst, why would I want to be with you at my best?
Right.
You know, so all in all, I would want the same thing. If you're not with me when my low. I wouldn't want to be with you when I'm high up either, man. You know. It says, and there is a friend who is being turned to enmity, and strife will discover thy reproach. It says again, some friend is a companion at the table, and will not continue in the day of thy affliction.
Right. They turn on you. Certain guys see you catching hell, and they're like, man, I'm trying to catch hell with him. I ain't a part of him. You know, they're not with you. That's how you know. You like, this motherfucker was a fake ass dude around me the whole time, man. Talking all that good shit, but now here come the heat. This man is out of there. You on your own. You know?
Perfect example, Job, bro. Job, his friends was going against him, you know, thinking he's wicked. But here it is. They was trying to explain to him, like, yo, this is not, like, I'm serious, but guys, like, this is all of the Lord, man. The Lord, you know, just telling him about the chastisement of the Lord.
Right,
So,
like,
you got it.
They basically saying, like, you gotta be wicked, all this shit.
Yeah. He's wicked.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Hey, so some things the Lord just do because it's his will. And it's to perform a work out of it. Out of that work comes edification. So, you know, it's best to just judge wisely. That's why it's good to know the scriptures. And be spiritual. Be spiritual, man. And not carnal, you know. And read things through the spirit. It'll help. And if something you don't know, it frustrates you, you gotta wait patiently to get the answer. Because sometimes when you can't get the answer that you want, and you're waiting patiently, you know, you seem to get upset, you know. And if you start lashing out before the Lord answer you and reveal things to you, then you just made a fool out yourself, you know.
Hey, I was gonna say too, the Lord just put in my head as far as like the fact that like you were saying about women, and I'll say guys that want to be around women. Man, Job, what did his woman do? You know, that's why you really shouldn't be trusting in a woman at all, man.
So I'm gonna curse the Most High and already died.
Yeah, man. Like, yo, heck no, I would not want to be friends with them. And men and women can't even be friends anyway. You know?
Yeah.
I don't believe that. But like, long story short, you should never ever trust in a woman, man. It comes down to it. So that's just putting my head.
Well, they could be friends because, but the thing is, they more of a companionship.
Yeah.
Because a woman is like your friend, she, you know, especially if that's your wife. She know everything about you. She got your back. She know what you like. She know what you don't like. You know what I'm saying? But will she endure as a friend?
Right.
That's the thing. She might turn on you too. More than likely, women will turn on you. You know, a man will more likely than a woman stick in there. But then you got men that will also leave you like a woman. You know, and turn on you too. You know.
Bitch me.
Yeah, I got a definition of charitable. It says charitable, relating to the assistance of those in need. And it says apt to judge others leniently or favorably. You know, so charitable is relating to the assistance of those in need, man. Right? So if a brother's in need, hey, you there for him, but you ain't doing it for, you doing it because it's you sincere, man. That's why it's very important to be sincere, man. You know, do everything in sincerity and truth. You know, and it will show. It'll show on its own. It shows on its own, man. You know, if you're honest and true, it shows on its own, and the true men of the Lord sees it. Because there's other men, all right, let me say there's elect men out here that have the spirit of the Lord with them. So when brothers of the Lord see it, they see part of the body. They see, oh, that's part of the body. That's part of the body. That right there, that ain't part of the body. But that right there, that's a part of the body. You know?
It's a lot. I'm gonna just start. It says, because this is what I was getting into as far as if you can't be with me at my worst, you can't be with me in my best. It says, but in thy prosperity, he will be as thyself, and will be bold over thy servants. It says, if thou be low, he will be against thee, and will hide himself from thy face.
Yeah.
So yeah, like act like you don't even know. Like, yeah,
I know that nigga. Yeah.
Well,
Fucked up.
when you up, you the first one to mind the jury story.
Yeah, that's my man. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody say
Take
something? Take one. Yeah, that's right. It's us. It's us and nobody.
Yeah, man. It says, separate thyself from thine enemies and take heed from thy friends. Yes.
there's a quote by this one dude, was reading the book 48 Laws of Power.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a quote
demon
in
ass book.
there. It's a quote in there. It's by this dude named I believe his name is Voltaire or whatever. But he said, I can handle my enemies. Or no, he said, "Slock, Lord protect me from my friends. I can handle my enemies." You know what I mean? But,
Oh, okay.
you know what I'm saying? They said, like, protect me because your friends, you don't,
Yeah.
That's why they got to be tried.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, they snake you. Your friend. That's why the Lord said, foes of your own household.
Right.
Your family knows you. Your moms, your pops, your grandmother, your sisters, your cousins. They always look at you like, remember when we was kids? We used to cry. And I used to say, and they always treat you like that, even as an adult. You know what I'm saying? They always feel like they know you, but they be the ones trading on you. At the same time, man.
And with a friend you don't like, you'll never, if you properly try a friend, you'll never know, ulterior motives. That's why it's important what scriptures say. But these scriptures, they give us the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of how to handle friendship.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. I got this real quick. It's Matthew 25, starting at verse 34. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. Then shall the Lord answer him, then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee an hungered, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink?
Right.
When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick, or in prison, and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, and as much as ye have done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
Yeah, you know why? Because Yahweh Shai is the overseer. And when he laid his mark down when he was here 2,000 years ago, he left the gospel with us. And so when these men keep coming back into the earth and they pick up the gospel again, that torch, and spread it, right? The brotherhood, the unity, the Lord knows who his sheep is. So when he sees his sheep in dire need and you help his sheep, he has a good liking for you. He's a blessing for you. He'll thank you, for helping out my body parts, basically. Like what man, if a man is overseeing in the secret, let's say, for an example, your father is watching his children. He got 4 children, and he's watching them in secret, just seeing how they deal with each other. And who's listening to him, who's trying to correct the other son for not going off and this and that. The father understands and sees and go, I like that. You was trying to tell him what I told you, or you was hurt, and your brother, I saw how he was helping you. He made sure every time you got to go to the bathroom, he helped you walk to the, like when you see that in secret, it's love, man. So Yahweh Shai sees these things, and remember, he knows his sheep. He knows who the elect is.
That's the thing. You also, you gotta be considerate of brothers too. Like even in that, if a brother needs help, you're not just gonna, I can't, say, Shalom, you know what I'm saying, and go eat and think y'all are, so locked in. Now it's when them like the dark times come and stuff like that. That's when true colors show.
Right.
And even on a, so you gotta be considerate. A brother needs your help. You help them, and even on a lower level, just hanging around brothers, be considerate, If, brother, just pretty much have that consideration for brothers.
Yeah, all that backbiting, talking shit around about men, and not bringing it to their attention, talking shit. The Lord hears the counsels. He knows the whispers, man. Look at Mary, when she was marrying Aaron, talking shit about Moses, and I'm using that as an example, and the Lord came in and heard what she was doing, her and Aaron, and he struck her with leprosy because she was talking about Moses and his woman. So how much more with brothers that the Lord sees his elect, and then you got other brothers that claiming to be brothers, but then you talking about them behind their back, and then you showing discord because you sharing with another guy to hope agree with you about another guy, another brother, excuse me. That shit off, man. That shit wicked. And by doing that, that's why you got to be fearful. You might have issues going on, brother act a certain type of way or whatever, and you talk to a brother about it, but you in fear not to just drag that brother, but just to know, like, look, we need to correct this brother going off, he did that, but not just to pick or to drag a brother. Right. You're doing it in sincerity and truth. Because there is brothers have come with problems sometimes. Everybody's different. And this is an order and a thing that we have to keep. It's a business. You know, if you want a business to run right, you know, the business is taken seriously, meaning everybody that's a part of the business got to take the business seriously in order for it to flourish. You know?
Think about, you know, you at a supermarket, the customers, the business can't flourish if there ain't nobody working at the cash register.
Right.
It ain't no self-checkout.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They got to go through the cash register and the cashier like, man, I don't feel like doing this shit.
Yeah, taking his time, causing attitudes and shit, the black woman.
Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? It's man, that shit is
Causing fights.
business ain't gonna work. This is, hey, since you said that, Colossians 3:12, put on therefore as the elect of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering, forbearing one another and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Yahweh Shai forgave you, so also do ye. And a quarrel, you know, meaning like a problem. You know? But got problems, you know, squash it.
Yeah, you're gonna have problems, but it's how you deal with the problem.
Mm.
You know, you can rebuke also, and at the same time, you're supposed to forgive. You know, if a brother asks for forgiveness, you went off, you gotta also exercise forgiving that brother too. If he asks for forgiveness, and you know he means sincerity, he's meaning by his heart, you know, because he feel like he know he went off, you know. I got something real quick. This is the scripture you brought out earlier. I don't know if you brought out in the lesson, but you quoted it before the camera came on. 1 Corinthians 13:3.
Yeah, 2, yeah.
We'll start at 2. Okay, 13:2. It says, and though I have the gift of prophecy and understanding all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith, so that I could remove mountains, and have not charity, I am nothing. Verse 3, and though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, and have not charity, it profits me nothing. You know?
You can have all that. You can know the breakdowns, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Huge amount of faith, but if you don't got brotherly love, man,
Right.
you know, it's like damn.
Yeah, that's why, you know, if you affiliate camps, got brothers in your camp, you know, and they in your city, go see those brothers. Make yourself a friend with those brothers.
Right.
You know, we all give double honors to our apostles and elders and all that. But the family right there, them brothers right there, man. You don't go check those brothers, that shit off, man. Ain't no brother. Like, come on, man. You know?
I'm just saying is, it makes me think of also eating the cup unworthily. You join a certain thing for the wrong reason, as far as like, you know what, I'm gonna join this to talk to bitches. I don't care about these guys. I'm just gonna do what I do, you know, thinking that you know they're gonna do something, whatever they're thinking. You know, that's what I'm thinking too, man. It's not good. And the Lord, and the beautiful thing is that the scriptures, or I'll say brothers know and discern spirits. You know, we're able to discern whether or not, like, is this guy being sincere or he's not. And this, hey, the Lord will have it to where he'll end up kicking the dude out.
Right.
You know.
You know, you just remind me, there's a scripture that say, I forgot how it's worded, but it say one that is profitable but not to himself. Yeah, you know, yes, we got men out that I forgot how it works, so I can't even put you on.
Teaching many, but unprofitable to himself.
Yeah, one that teaches many but unprofitable to himself. He might not have charity, you know? That's because these scriptures here go all into it. Without charity, you're nothing, man. You know? That's why it's important to be honest and true and sincere. We always gonna keep bringing that out, because that's the truth.
Actually, this is Sirach chapter 37 and verse 19. It says, there is one that is wise and teacheth many, yet is unprofitable to himself. There is one that sheweth wisdom in words, and is hated. He shall be destitute of all food.
Right, that's the point.
That's what it is.
Because you know, you can have the word, you can have the knowledge, but but you can teach others. Let's say the Lord builds you up with knowledge, and then you teaching others that's of the hopeful elect, all of a sudden your ass is out of here. You know, we saw that. You had certain men that fell out of great millstone, and they was like powerful teachers, man. You know, they were built up, but then they developed pride, because now it's puffed up. Start teaching Dan, you know, shit that, you know, start saying stuff that they shouldn't be saying, and teaching things they shouldn't be teaching. Or just pride, you know, just straight up pride, you know, nobody could, you know, tell them nothing. And that's what happens when knowledge puffs up. So it's one that can prophesy and teach many, but instead he's unprofitable to himself. You know, it's not added spiritual points, if you want to say. It's not added to himself for salvation. His sacrifice is really in vain. You know, like we said earlier, it's very important that your hopes and your fear that you have toward the Lord, you're hoping that the Heavenly Father accepts your sacrifice, because this is a sacrifice. And if he accepted, then you of the elect. You know.
I was gonna say, and this truth is so beautiful, man, because it shows who's real and who's not, man. Who is actually able to. Not a lot of people can be humble. Not a lot of people can't shut up just to save their life a lot of the times. And it really shows who can and who can't. And the Lord looks within the inward part of man. So best believe if that guy is in there, in these camps or in the camp or whatever, he's gonna be rooted out automatically, you know, in due time.
You never really digested the food. You know, it's still like in your mouth or whatever. You're able to, you know what I'm saying, share with the others, so to speak. But you never really digested it, so it's not inside of you.
Right.
Here it is, you got knowledge, but then the character goes out the window.
Right.
You know, even Yahushua, Yahushua told his disciples, you know, I'm the greatest among you, but here I am washing your feet.
Right. Right.
Yeah, Yahushua knew everything. He's the one. He's the one. But then Yahushua, like the brother said, washing brothers' feet. He's showing brothers, look, be humble, man. Stay humble. The Father loved humbleness. You know, when they asked the Yahushua, they said, Lord, who the greatest in the kingdom? Yahushua called over the child. He called the child over. Little kid walked up, you know, little children walked up to him and said, well, he the greatest in the kingdom. You know, because you have to be humble. Then the scriptures tell us the meek shall inherit the earth. Meaning the humble shall inherit the earth, man. So it's always good to be humble. I was watching brother Shalom to the brothers out in DC and Baltimore. I was watching Rashad lesson a little bit earlier, and he was saying it's better to take the merciful route. You know, be merciful. Just be humble. Take the humble route. Be merciful, and that's good. You know, because then now you won't have no ill intentions. You know, even if, you know, a brother going off and all that, you still inside you carrying yourself in that spirit of the humble and merciful. You know, so if you do gotta put on a brother, the case may be, it was through humble and merciful and merciful. The Lord knows that, look, this had to be done. You know, this brother is going off, this brother, you know, but you did it in the right way. You didn't judge of yourself, you judged according to your how about you shop. So take the merciful route, take the humble route, you know.
Actually, that's something. This is John chapter 10, as we're bringing this out. John chapter 10, verse 1. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. And best believe that thief is going to be shown, man. As far as again, the sheep. Yeah, I'm trying to think of.
You said that thief is going to be shown.
Yeah, man.
It's going to come out.
Heck yeah. Because the script, oh yeah, well, the same, it's actually within the same chapter. Yahushua said, my sheep hear my voice and they follow me. So these men all, to an extent, act the same, they think the same, all right? So best believe, if a person that is not on the same mindset, not the same thing, then yeah, he's going to be rooted out. So it says, and that's another thing too, going to the doors of Yahushua, and I can say there's people that don't believe that Yahushua is meant to be worshipped. Yeah. So that's another thing too.
Yeah, the different camps, some of them are examples of not really wanting to be saved, but just more so being puffed up with knowledge and to make money. Because in our age today, in 2024, you can make content but putting your camera on and, you know, and making some sort of organization to make a lot of bread and to be this head leader and teacher. But these guys are con artists, man. This dude Sakari charging people $500 to be a life coach. Who the hell gonna pay him $500 to be their coach? You gotta be a damn fool. That dude's carnal as hell, man. You know?
But I think that was a discount.
A discount?
I think the discount was 500. I think it was really like 800 bucks.
That's some rip-off shit, man.
Slap if I'm wrong, bro.
Nah, he did. He was saying that's like an $800 value, but I give it to you today for $500.
Oh man, yo, that's crazy, bro. Like that see, that right there proves that that man is high and mighty. He's high-minded. His mind is he don't care that he reeks. He's leaking pride.
Damn.
Oh shit. Like, but you know, we're gonna wrap it up. But what I was saying is that man Takari, or let's say the head leader Al-Azhar, he's leaking. Like if you got cut and blood is leaking, he's leaking pride out of him. It's just oozing out.
Yeah.
You know, like he don't give a shit. Like he don't care what you think. It's just pouring out of him after every time he come up with something new and he gotta put it out on the video. It's just coming out of him.
So he's just like what I read in what's that Sirach, man, 6th chapter, as far as being with the person when he's on the high but not on the low. Because look at Elder Apostle Dahar, and then what's it, Nate from IUIC, he switched up, you know, when it came to that, man. Because he's seen how high Nate was and everything like that, so he automatically switched up to pick sides and stuff like him. So that shows as well that he is not sincere. Not sincere at all. And the brothers, you know, and those guys in that camp too, can't be sincere too. They're falling after him. You know? Who knows? I'll just finish this. It says, verse 2, it says, but he that entereth in by the door is the sheep, the shepherd of the sheep. Well, he has pretty much.
Sorry. And, you know, if you wanted, you know, for brothers that, you know, seeking to come on this side, it's a way to do it.
Right.
You know, like even the Apostle Paul, even though the Lord gave him revelations and so on and so forth, he still made his business to see the original apostles, you know?
Right. Yeah.
That's just the order.
Yeah, and you know, it's just, you know, you don't, with all the bullshit shenanigans going on, all the middleman shit and all that bullshit, that shit is off, man. If you sincere, you sincere. The scriptures say the righteous is bold as a lion. You sincere, you ain't got nothing to hide. Right. So you just, you know, you make sure you come correct. You coming out because you sincerely believe, man. Not for some goddamn clout, man. Or what you trying to make of it. You know, to be noticed. That shit off, man. We just young brothers, man, just trying to make it. Hopefully the Lord see our sacrifice. You know, don't give a shit about all the views and trying to be the top Israelite camp and all that stuff, man. You know, if anything, we GMS. We the Oscar, as they say, the filth, compared to this world, when really we're the gold. You know? So fuck all that clout chasing shit, man. You know? All the gimmicks, all the that shit, that's a, man. Go ahead,
Got one for the pretty much like affiliate camps and stuff like that, you know. It says Psalms 133:1, behold how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. You know what I mean? So hey, you know, unity, you know, that brotherly love is important, man. You know, we all like-minded, you know. Of course, you know, we don't gotta, you know, be a part of GMS, but still, you know, don't be like, you know, shunning away and stuff like that, you know.
yeah, it ain't gonna take you, 3 goddamn years to see brothers. As soon as you heard brothers, that's great millstone in your city, and you follow the apostles and the elders and bishops, you going over there to see them brothers. Ain't nobody gotta tell you to go over there. You ain't gotta be invited. Look, I follow Great Millstone. So look, brothers right there. Oh, let me get over there and meet those brothers. Let me go out there every Saturday and be with those brothers. Because I follow them. I give double honors to their apostles, which are my apostles, because I believe too. Not that bullshit, man. 3 years later, then all of a sudden you want to fucking be a G. Fuck out of here, man. It's locked here, man.
All things be done decently and
in order. Yeah. That shit weird. It's weird, man. It's weird, man. It's weird, and it's not. It's like, what's the problem? Because what type of motive is behind that? Like, what's going on now? All of a sudden, you know, don't make no sense, man. Just teach. That's all you gotta do. Teach, or do it, or it should have came in the right way. You know, if I saw brothers if I didn't know the word and I saw brothers in my downtown area that's GMS, I'm going straight to them brothers and I'm gonna try to make myself a friend with those brothers. I'm gonna be a part of whatever brothers need. I'm gonna be across from them brothers every Saturday. I'm gonna be on time. Hey, you know, because I believe. I ain't gonna try to skip over them just to get to the apostles. You ain't getting nowhere. You know, we all a family here in Great Millstone, man. Trying to skip over brothers to get to the apostles to get noticed. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. You don't realize what you're doing, you know?
So with that, give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kakadash.
double honors to the apostles of the Great Millstone who do rule well, peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.